So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Z4 Games and I'm bringing to you guys an update to DDD. Yes, it's been a long time since I've done an update to this deck on the channel. It was in someone I took to locals one day, but there's been a small change to the deck for a combo and a playstyle that I've actually wanted to try and implement to DDs for a while since I saw it online. And the day has finally come for me to try and implement it, and the testing has been going brilliantly. It's a very simple combo. It's a very, well, I say combo. It's a very simple strategy to the deck that Pendulum tried at one point and was actually doing very successful with it. But now DD is doing it in its purest form. So I'm going to be doing a lot of DD content on the channel with the fact that Neo5 got confirmed. So hopefully this bad boy will get confirmed as well for the same set. Please, Konami. But there will be combos for both Gilgamesh and Neo5 on the channel, so stay tuned for that. So I'm going to quickly run through the profile. The deck is pretty standard until we get later on. So I'll explain my choices for that. So also lovely black sleeves. The dark attribute sleeves are gorgeous for this deck. So starting off with the 3 Ragnarok. Obviously you've got 3 Ragnarok. Only 2 Thomas, because you only really need to have 2 Thomas because he's a lot more searchable in this deck, which I'll get to later on in the spells. 3 copies of Savant Kepler, 3 copies of Copernicus, your standard searchers and your mills, 3 copies of Swell Slime, 2 copies of Necro Slime, and 1 Vice Typhoon. This is a ratio I really enjoy playing. It's a ratio that works very well for me, but I know balances around between everybody. And 3 copies of DD Lamia to round up the DD monsters. And then the only non-DDs I'm playing in the deck are still the 3 copies of Cypher and Gigama and the 1 driver. It really helps the deck for that additional effect negation and stop the hand traps once you get into a Lambda in case you've got monsters on the board, or if you're going second, it just gives you that additional negation to help you push through. Moving on to the spells now, we have the 3 Contract with the Gates and 1 Swamp King. Standard contract lineup for me. But the 2 copies of Dark Spirit's Mastery. This is actually a really cool card for this build because we're a lot of level 8 focus build. So having the Dark Spirit Mastery to be able to search either the Ragnarok or Thomas that we need to start going off with our plays is very effective and very powerful. And all it is just a simple discard, which DDs actually like doing anyway. You get those spells and your Lambis in your hand, those Necro Slimes in your hand, that you just need to put in the graveyard for your play, and Dark Spirit Mastery also helps you with that. We are still playing the 1 Foolish Prayer and the 1 for 1, and the 2 copies of Pot of Desires. I'm not playing a lot of Darkness in this deck, just because I feel in testing I want to keep the cards in my hand currently, and I play so many multiples in the deck. That Pot of Desires is not an issue at all. It hasn't been an issue for a long time, just because again we're playing so many copies of cards in the deck. The only thing that I don't like banishing is obviously the Cypher and Gate Driver, because then my Gammas are dead. But other than that, the banishment is negatory in this deck, like is near obsolete. I'm playing 2 copies of Cool by Grave. I just couldn't fit the 3rd one in because I needed to make room for this, and that is 1 copy of Trap Trick with 3 copies of Wonder XCs. Now the combo, the strategy now is either establish my standard negation board, like any form of negation board, whether it's your Appaloosa with a negation, or just 2 negations and a Lambda, like any form of negations as DD just does. It just likes to make negate boards going first. If you get hand trapped though, or stunned, or anything to stop you play, all I need to now do is get 2 level 8 DDDs on board, and that's it. I set one of this, I pass turn to my opponent goes off, and then you just go, as soon as I activate something, equip Wonder Xyz or Trap Trick to set Wonder Xyz and then activate it, and then just overlay the 2 level 8s into Kali Yuga and completely make their turn useless. Like, there's no hand trap as far as I know that stops this. There's obviously Ash to stop Trap Trick, but if it's just Wonder Xyz, nothing pretty much stops it. So you're free to get off a Kali Yuga on your opponent's turn, meaning that anything they activate that turn is negated, and so they pretty much then pass turn to you with gaining nothing, and then you can then just go and swing in for game from there. Anything they try and set Kali Yuga, you can just attach to bomb it, so they can't even set something for your turn. They just have to pretty much pass turn to you. It's cheap, I know, it's not nice, but it's DDD, it's Kali Yuga, it's Wonder Xyz, it's what we can do. Pendulum did it before using the Rain Cup card. We're doing it literally just getting out the natural materials and just flipping over a trap card to just do it in the opponent's turn. Like, it's a really cool strategy. It's something I've been trying to implement for a while. I had to wait till Trap Trick got reprinted. We've been playing Trap Trick in so many other decks at the moment, and I've just been taking it out and put it in this deck just to see how it goes in testing. And in testing, it has been going perfect. I've been really enjoying it. It just gives that deck, just this deck, and the additional push it needs until we can get the combo things like Needle Fiber and Gilgamesh, and then maybe we don't even have to play it. Or maybe you'll still take it in as a 1-of or a 2-of, but we'll see how it goes. Moving on to the extra deck now is the 2 copies of regular King Genghis, the High Flame King Genghis, and now newly added is the Wave Oblivion King Caesar Ragnarok. I took out the art just because, again, in testing I just didn't need it. The art just wasn't needed in testing, and I'd rather have that additional beat stick to go second after I like Kali Yuga them. I can then just go Contract the Swamp, Fuse, make this guy swing in for damage, steal something as well if they have something. Other things I could probably take out for this is the Purplish Armageddon. I may try that out just to see how it goes, but so far Wave Oblivion King is something I've been really enjoying playing again. I remember back in the day when the first wave of DD came out, and this thing was like the best thing to summon. It was absolutely insane. Moving on to Xyz, Coach King Giant Trainer, Hope Dragon King Titanic Galaxy, and our main win con is Kali Yuga himself. Love this card. Always loved Kali Yuga. I just thought he was way overpowered for what he was, for what he is. Like, he is just way OP, and this deck just made him even that much more OP. Moving on to Synchros is Borlo Savage, Curse King Siegfried, Gust King Alexander, and Meteor Burst, like your standard Synchro lineup. Savage gets swapped out sometimes between people for Crystal Wing. I think Savage is a lot better, just because he's a lot more generic to summon, and you at least get one negation on him via the Alamage. Moving on to links, I think Appaloosa, though, to be honest, made DD just great again. Just because you can at least make this thing with 4 materials to have 4 negates on board with monster effects. You can at least do that in this deck. I mean, the bare minimum I've given this thing is 3 counters, which is still insane. 3 negates on 1 monster is just not something to laugh at, especially if you can back it up with a spell and trap negation with Siegfried or Savage Dragon. 1 Cypher Lambda, really like this card in the deck. 1 Beat Cop, you could probably swap this out for an IP Masquerader, but I just think your first link 2 is mostly using the Alamage, so you can't really make Cypher IP Masquerader that easily, to be honest. Like, there is ways to do it. I'm sure if it suits you best, go ahead and go for it. I just think the Beat Cop just works better. And that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below what you think of this. I'm really loving this build at the moment. This is probably one of my new favourite builds to play until, again, we get the Needle Fiber and the Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh will really change this deck to be a lot more pure, but Needle Fiber will just up the consistency of the combos, helping us get to those tuners and additional synchro plays. So, as always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, as always, happy dueling.
Also, YUGIOH, that here was for all games. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always guys, happy dueling.